Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Reynolds. We have Tyler Wright, RC, and Gatwood. We all in here. What's up, guys?
What's happening? What's happening?
It was good.
Doing great, man. Finally have football back. We had the Raiders and the Jaguars playing tonight. Man, we here. We made it through. We made it through, guys. We here.
Yeah,
How
we
y'all
did.
feeling?
We made it, man. I'm happy.
I know, man. Yeah, I feel like, the NFL that had the what was that football league? Was it USFL or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they would have advertised that more, I probably would have watched because I could never catch the games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just glad to have real football, and I'm ready to dive deep into these divisions, and I have a feeling gonna be some teams that's going to surprise us this year. It's just I see some teams on the up and up, and it's gonna be crazy. And what's so funny is when I'm going through this NFC East predictions and stuff, I was kind of shocked how everything turned out, to be honest. So I got a little surprise for y'all.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm usually right. I don't know why y'all acting like it's just
Tyler.
like bad news. I'm usually right.
He gets the situation with James Harden. I blame James Harden. Then that went to his head, man. Like now he can predict the future, man.
I'm the ultimate sports guru now, man. Let me look into my shiny ball and tell y'all what's gonna happen.
That really was fell into your lap, but that's another conversation.
Nah, Tyler, you just still I ain't forgot now. You and Dustin still owe me a meal, so I ain't forgot about that. Save up your pennies,
Man.
because when we go out,
Hey, Tyler, they just opened a new Arby's in Petah. Go by there and get a bag and take it to it.
man, you better not. You better not show up to my doors on Arby's.
You look like an Arby's guy, Ben.
Nah, don't do me. Don't do me like that. Nowhere near, man. So, hey, we're gonna jump into this NFC East division, and who wanna go first? Go first with the Giants.
You.
Let's call on RC to go to predict this record for the Giants.
Man, don't do me like this, man.
You've been surprising me lately, so I want to start off with a surprise.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna pull that schedule up before I say how they're gonna be, and I'll tell you, man. Like, cause I kind of feel like that division is still weak to me. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have a surprise team. It could be the Commanders or the Giants. You can't look at teams in the summer and say they're gonna be great just because you got some names there, some personnel. So, let me pull it up. Let me see here.
I'm having a hard time reading the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just they haven't really done a lot. I know they added a couple of offensive linemen and a couple of corners, but it's just something about Daniel Jones. He's still a huge question mark.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have the weapons. Well, we have
Well,
Kenny Galladay and Kadarius Tony.
looking at this schedule, man, I'm gonna say they're gonna finish 3-14
Mm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they better. I think the Commanders are better than the Giants because they have a better defense. They got a run game. Terry McLaurin, Carson Wentz. If he's upright, you got a chance to be not a playoff team, but at least competitive. And the Cowboys are much better than the Giants and the Commanders, and then the Eagles on paper is much better than the Cowboys. So I have them finishing last. So if they're gonna finish last, they gotta have the worst record. So they'll be picking number 1 or number 2 overall in next year's draft.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. I have them finishing 4-13.
Hmm.
Eh, It's the NFC East has a pretty difficult schedule, and
Mm-hmm.
then the Eagles on the come up, the Commanders on the come up. We know the Giants not better than those two teams, and of course Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So half of their losses is gonna come from in division. I just think their defense is good, but I need to see some fire on that offense side of the ball
But
because you know it just haven't been lackluster.
their first 4 games, their first game of the season, they playing the Titans in
Yeah, see,
Tennessee. See, they could win that game.
you think so?
Yeah, because we don't know what Tennessee is without AJ Brown, and Tennessee gonna play defense. But
Well, they never threw the ball, so
I know,
I
but
think
we're a year. Your run game is a year older. That guy Henry's been playing a lot, so um, he's getting older every year. But they play the Jets. They play the Giant. They play the Titans. Then they play the Carolina Panthers. They could win both of them games and be 2-0. So they're halfway to they 4 wins or they 3 wins right there, and then they play the Cowboys. They're gonna lose. So it's that's what I'm saying. These teams are very close. The Giants and the Commanders. The difference between the two teams is the defense. But the Giants got better on defense. They got younger.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's tough, man, because the NFC East was the worst division last year. So they can't be as bad as they were last year. They're gonna be better. So
What was their record from last year? Anybody have that?
hold on 1 second.
All right. So like he was saying, well, I actually looked it up. I'm just not sold on Giants. Everybody hopping up Barkley and at the train camp a couple days ago, and I'm like, bro, it sounds good, but I just need to see it. The last 2 years, Barkley just been dealing with injuries. I need to see him at full capacity and to be able to sustain it. And I'm just not happy about what the Giants, are putting on the field on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I gotta see some creativity. I gotta see Tony sprinkle into the offense more. He was a huge asset for him last year, but you know, for some reason they just stopped using him. And I know they had a little falling out not too long ago where they were trying to trade him. I don't know what they're all about, but it was something there. It just everything just smelled bad with this team. And I
But
remember last year the Giants fan, he was optimistic. He was like, "Man, we're gonna do this and do that. We're gonna go." He said, "We're gonna win the division." I said, "Bro, I'm sorry I gotta tell it to you, dude. Y'all suck. Y'all not gonna do anything." And
Jeez
so it was so
Louise.
funny because I told him how Barkley gonna do, and Barkley did everything like I said he gonna do. Then he came back and messaged me. He like, "Bro, Barkley suck. You right, man. We need to trade him. We need to get rid of him." I'm like, yeah,
He
see.
was hurt, man. They crazy. Look, the Giants finished last. They finished last in the division last year at 4-13, and see, this is why I have them trending upwards because it's incredibly tough. You have to be very skillful. You have to be really sorry to finish last again. Like you can at least. I don't see them doing that repeating. Man, I think the Commanders and them are really neck and neck, and but if I had to go with a gut feeling, you guys just name some pieces, and Tony and Barkley, and if you ship your guy Jimmy Garoppolo over there, he's serviceable. You got Ingram still there, that tight end.
Nah, he went to Jacksonville.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't even know
So
who that tight end is now.
okay. So but then on defense, you got Kayvon Thibodeau. You got a few guys over there.
They got the
Leonard
corner
Williams.
Bradbury, I believe that's his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, they might be more competitive, but I
That
can see
D
it.
ends that D ends are units, man. They got a good D end.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive
Yep.
line.
Yeah, 4-13 they finished last year, so we got them finishing right where they finished last year, unless they
So
just.
so that means they probably win 2 more games
Mm-hmm.
than what we predicting.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
6 and
They might finish 7-10, bro. It's possibility. Like they
6
could
and
finish
9,
7.
7 and 10.
They could
I don't know,
finish
17
7-10.
is kind of strong there.
It's just it's. I feel like I know they only added one game, but 17 feel like so many games, man.
It does, bro.
Like saying they win 7 games sounds crazy, but it's 17 of them that they
Yeah,
play.
17. And I think it's just crazy because I have this division being close.
Look, but
So
listen,
It's always close.
everybody in the division besides the Cowboys went 3-5 at home.
mhm.
So how you do that? I mean,
So I don't know.
I mean,
They got most of the wins
wow.
from in division.
That's
That's
crazy,
how.
man.
They
I-
are sorry.
But the thing is, the Cowboy was not head and shoulders above their
No,
division. They
they
just
only
had better quarterback play.
and they finished
That's the
5
only
and
thing
3.
that's the only thing that separated those teams was a
Mm.
better quarterback play. Now since the Eagles added what they added, AJ Brown, and they brought in some key defensive players. Now they up on the up. So I think this is gonna be even closer than it was last year.
Bruh. But the Giants finished the season on a 6-game losing streak. I'm gonna pick them to beat Tennessee week 1. Once we start doing
Oh
our
wow.
prediction, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
when
go
we
ahead and
start
do that now.
picking week 1 games, when we start
Yeah.
picking week games.
The bookie gonna get off on somebody week 1. Watch. I'm taking out the bin. I'm going on. I'm saying wild and crazy stuff.
How many games you had, Ben? You had them winning 3?
I have not. RC haven't winning 3. I haven't winning 4. How many you haven't winning?
5.
Okay, so
Smart.
like I said, I can rock with that. I can see them win more than 3 or 4 games because I was kind of hesitant on some of the teams, but I can see them win 5 games. But next, I have the Commanders finishing 8 and 9. Hey, Tyler, what about you?
7 and 10.
RC, what you got?
You said 8 and 9?
Yeah.
You must be talking about the Redskins. The Commanders, 8 and 9.
He said, "Hey, these the new improved Redskins. We turn on a new leaf. We winning games now.
Wait.
Just the football team.
Yeah, we the football team.
Okay, so they finished 7 and 10 last year.
Yeah, they
So
they winning one more game.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I can see that. You said 8 and 9. I can see that, man.
Because look, they had not Heineke, and now they're going from Heineke to Wentz. Wentz is better than Heineke. So
much better, yeah.
So it's not that much. Like I wouldn't say like heads and shoulders above, but that's one more game in their pocket.
That's
where Heineke couldn't make the throw, maybe Wentz can. So that's one more game. But I'm banking on. I'm not banking on Wentz per se. I'm banking on the defense to get back to glory because that would help them. That would help this team the most was the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm really banking on.
If they're able to stay healthy.
If they're able to stay healthy. Because, Commanders' offense is not whack. It's just they need better play calling.
Okay, let's go back. So 2 years ago when Brady won the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
They played a wild card game against the football team. And it was a slobber knocker. I'm talking about they could have lost. Tampa Bay could have lost that game if the football team would have had a quarterback. That kid played as well as he possibly could. It just Brady outlasted him. Okay, then we go to last year. They were close, not close to making the playoff, but they were injury prone. They beat Brady last year. They beat a lot of good teams. So Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. This may be they may get it. They might be better than the Eagles because they have more chemistry. They know these guys been together longer. The Eagles are just bringing this thing together. A lot of the guys they're getting are new and hadn't played with each other, so it's going to
Hmm.
take them a while to come together. So yeah, I can see that 8 and 9.
Yeah, and that's how I feel because they're a good football team. It's just they need better play calling.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just kind of too plain. Try to get the
Well, look at
ball
the
to turn.
coach.
Hmm?
Look at this. The identity comes from the coach. He used to play with the Chicago Bears, the '85 Bears. I think he's a old ball coach. He's not a you know his
Hmm.
offense is with Cam Newton. It was like run, 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 and run some more. So
Yeah, that's all they do with Tanya Gibson. And now with Wentz, I hate it for Wentz how much he backslide, in his
mhm.
career. But if he can get just a little, taste of what he used to do, then this team can rise above the losing seasons.
Mhm.
So what was your record? RC 8-9.
Yeah, 8 and 9. I'm with you.
All right, the Cowboys.
Mm.
I have them going 8-9.
Uh, I got them going 9-8. They're gonna swap with the Eagles. The Eagles was 9-8 last year. The Cowboys are going to 9-8 this year.
I got 9-8.
Yeah, they lost too much.
Yeah, they lost too much. It just I'm not excited about this team. Uh, they lost Amari Cooper, so now
They lost Cedric
CeeDee
Wilson and
Lamb.
Amari Cooper. Yeah,
Yeah,
Amari
they
Cooper,
lost.
Cedric. Yeah,
They lost us Wilson.
yeah, Cedric Wilson, Randy Gregory.
They lost the other tight end. I can't remember his name, but it's just I'm not excited about the team, even though they signed Anthony Barr. To help bolster their linebacker core. That secondary to me is still not all that great. We know we got Diz back there, but he can't do it all. And we got Parsons. Um, they got some key defensive players, but I'm worried about the offense a little bit. And I'm worried about the O line. It's not what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if they keep force feeding Zeke, it's gonna really hurt him.
What
Because Zeke
happened
is
to
not Zeke should not be the headliner. I'm
what
sorry, I'm gonna say this right now. Zeke should not be the headliner. It should be Tony Pollard.
what happened to
Mm-hmm.
Zeke, man?
Injuries, bro.
The fall off is still crazy for injuries,
And
man.
yeah, the fantasy football players or gurus or experts are saying that Zeke was still in the top 15 running back, but don't translate to wins. Like it's cool that you putting up no, he might be putting up yards and late touchdowns, but fantasy does not correlate to what in real game situations. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
all this stats about Zeke, well, he finished top 15 running back, blah blah blah. But it's called eye test. I saw what was on the field, and he didn't do as well as Tony Pollard when he got the chance. Tony Pollard, he whipping off 8 to 10 yard runs. What Zeke getting 3 to 4 or 2 to 3.
yeah.
Uh, Gatwood, you back in here, man? I guess not. So it just I not seeing. I know the stats are saying this and that analytics, but Zeke is not what he used to be, and I feel like Tony Pollard should get the starting job, but I know it's not going to happen since Zeke got paid. So that's where I'm standing with the Cowboys. Just they lacking a lot of chemistry right now.
Well, Zeke is an aging running back. He will every year since he got paid, he's progressively getting worse. He's digressing, I think, and that's because um, I really don't have an answer. I don't know why he's digressing. I don't know if it's because he got paid and he just like typically do what Cowboy players do after they pay him. But and then Cedric Wilson was a young emerging star. He was good, great possession receiver, and he was speedy. So he wasn't a possession receiver. He was a very valuable piece. And then I go to Randy Gregory and that rotation on defensive line. But I'm gonna tell you another thing that's gonna affect the Cowboys. It's the guy sitting up in the press box. It's the guy who got another guy stashed somewhere if the other guy don't get the job done. He is the problem, and that's gonna keep the Cowboys, from reaching the playoffs or possibly, if they do reach the playoffs, advancing in the playoffs because they got a guy who he's trying to do business like it's 1995, like it's 1996, like it's 1997.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't understand that football has changed a lot, and it's a player's game, and you gotta allow coaches to coach and players to play. So I think they take a step backwards.
And McCarthy, he's not like a offensive guru or nothing like that. So I just feel like it's just bad all the way around. And we gonna see that product on the field. I hate for Dak. He should have came to New Orleans when he had a chance, but I ain't gonna speak on that. But he
Ben
just
he'll be like, come to New Orleans or I'm gonna slander you.
Right, that's him.
well, hey, the ultimatum, huh? No, man. I not ain't that guy. I not ain't that guy.
That's you to a T, man.
Yeah.
That's him because if Deshaun goes to New Orleans, the whole energy is different. Deshaun ain't done nothing. It's a witch hunt. Leave this man alone. He down there in New Orleans marching in front of the doggone Superdome. But no.
Man, dog. It's just when other players say they going to the Saints or they got Saints in mind and they swap, then they just not that smart, man. They just like that.
They the ops, huh?
Yeah, they the odds, man. They here to just pull the Saints down some way or another. But the Cowboys, they in for a long season. The NFC East, they have a hard schedule because they play against a lot of good teams. Not like they borderline good teams like the Vikings. They're a good team, but they won the playoffs last year. So they have a test this coming up season. Tyler, you said 9-8, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all have them finishing 9-8. I have them 8-9. Now, here's the shocker. I have the Eagles winning the division at 9-8. Anybody shocked by that?
I can't say I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, okay.
Not it's. I don't want to use the word shocked.
Surprised? You surprised by that?
Let me hear your reasoning behind it first.
All right. I just feel like the Eagles are a little bit more, I want to say established, but they have a little bit more going for themselves right now. With the offense, with them adding AJ Brown, with them revamping the offense, the defense is A1. They improved their back end greatly. They added Bit Jordan from Georgia on that D line. I mean, the D line is gonna be relentless. It's gonna be at least top 5 or top 6 D line in the league. So they have a lot of good pieces, and I feel like Jalen Hurts, he's coming into his own. He knowing who he is and how he can run his offense, and I just feel like they're just gonna win one more game. That's all gonna take, one game in this division in order to take it.
It's pretty much between them and the Cowboys, huh?
Is it? I say it's a 3-way between the Cowboys, Commanders, and Eagles. Because it's not a good division. It's just really mediocre, But I feel like the Eagles I feel like the Eagles are more explosive.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask y'all earlier when we were talking about the Commanders. Could y'all see them winning the division? Because I feel like it's less crazy to say that they could win the division than even the Eagles.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody said Commanders win the division, I was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I was like, it is the NFC East, and the Cowboys, they just been doing enough to win it.
Right.
just enough. So I feel like this is gonna change. You can't do that anymore. It's not gonna be just enough to win it. You gonna actually have to go out there and beat really good teams in order to take this division. Because, like I said, the Eagles, they are an explosive bunch. If they figure out how to use Miles Sanders right, then it's gonna be another weapon to deal with. And they still got the speedster from Alabama. So it just and AJ Brown is just another piece in Dallas Goedert. I mean, what this offense can't do? What can they not do? With Jalen Hurts, being a dual threat, you saw what he did to New Orleans. I hate to say that. I was like, you know what? I really look, Tyler. I really start despising Jalen Hurts a little bit, but I had to bring it back.
We don't really do well with dual threats, though.
Man, I know. I really start hating Jalen a little bit, bro. God, how he was doing the same. I'm like, bro, y'all can't stop this, man. Y'all literally see Taysom Hill in practice. Y'all can't stop this. I'm like, he's not that good. I think it's like he's not that good. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Did you just say? I was getting frustrated.
Personal, it was getting personal.
Yeah, it was getting personal. I'm like, you know what? Let me bring him back in. Jalen Hurts is as good, and the Saints just need to figure it out. That's all it is. Yes. So I feel like the Eagles. I was shocked myself by today when I went over all this, and I came to the conclusion that the Eagles will win this. So I putting it out there, and we just gonna have to wait and see because who really knows what's gonna happen. Giants, shoot, they might come up and just shock everybody, but that's just how the NFC East is. Anybody can win it. Yo, RC, are you still here?
Can you hear me?
You were muted for a long while.
Yeah, I was muted, man. I was talking and when y'all wasn't saying nothing, so I knew then I was in trouble. But
you muted. You muted.
Check us out though, man. Check us out, man. I'm listening to what you're saying, man. I hear you. I got them boys winning 12 games, 12-5. I'm gonna tell you why.
Who, the Eagles?
Listen to the.
You said the Eagles winning 12, going 12-5.
Yeah, listen to that first 6 games. They started the season out with the Detroit Lions. Mm-hmm. Who knows if the Lion is actually looking at the opponent? We've been waiting for years. You ever look at their mascot? That Lion's always looking the opposite direction of who they playing. Go look at it. They always looking the other way. Maybe he'll pay attention this year, but if not, the Eagles gonna beat them week 1. Then week 2, they playing a Minnesota Viking who has a new coach, who's implementing a new system, new coaching staff. They can get them. That's 2-0. Then they play the Commanders. That could be 3-0. Then they play the Jaguars. That could be 4-0. Then they play the Cardinals, who have a quarterback who don't study. He do study, but they told him he don't study, and 2K will be out by then, and Madden too, so he really not gonna study. Then you got the Cowboys. I think they got a shot, man, to start out undefeated. The game I see that can slip up is the 2 divisional games because they know each other. So 12-5, bro.
See, RC are now a little crazy. See, even you had the Eagles win the division.
Yeah, I got them win the division.
I had them winning too. I know it sound weird them win the division, but Jalen Hurts, and they added a lot. So it's just all this coming together and it's finally happening for them. And the Saints better beat them this year because we have them again. We can't lose 3 straight years in a row. We gotta cut that out. So look at here, Eagles fly, Eagles fly. Yeah, little soundbite for the Eagles fans. So that's it, man. Oh, Tyler, what you had them? What was your record?
Hold on, let me go back and look.
Or they could be the dream team Eagles and finish last in the division because everybody expected them to be good, but you're gonna win games on paper. So
that's true. That's true.
Because AJ Brown stays hurt. You got a lot of scenarios. Then you got a quarterback that struggles reading defenses. You got a defense that's going to be nasty if they can stay upright. But
hey, RC, this is a fantasy football question. How you feel about AJ Brown fantasy?
Okay. I don't trust him. He reminds me, it's kind of like he don't have very many explosive plays. And he's always hurt. Mm-hmm. He's always hurt. Like last year was hurt most of the year. So I wouldn't pick him early, me personally, because he's not available. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
I was thinking like he could be a borderline sleeper, but
Mhm.
he stay hurt way too much. So I don't know. I just thought it was curious. Like I did mock draft the other night, and I kind of strayed away from him. He was there. It was like the 8th and 9th round or something like that. I kind of just stayed away from him. But I was thinking to myself, like, man, if
I
he
was
stay
stashing.
healthy, yeah, know what I'm saying? He could be a sleeper. He could
Hmm.
be something that just take your team to the next level if he can stay healthy. 'Cause I feel like that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown connection can be really great here.
Hmm.
But we gonna see. All right, RC, it's your time to shine. We moving on to the 49ers. They all in the news, man. With Deebo getting his big payday. Let me read that first. Let me get off my notes real quick. Uh, Deebo was paid. He was agreed to a 3-year extension worth $73 million, with 58 fully guaranteed. And there was a little report out by Adam Schefter. The 49ers, if they continue to use wide receiver Deebo Samuel as a running back, he has an incentive in his new contract that could pay him additionally $1.95 million over a life of a contract for rushing yards and rushing TDs per sources. Samuel will receive 650,000 per year for each year he has 380 or more rushing yards. And also, he'll earn 150,000 if he scores 3 rushing TDs in any 1 year. So he can max out this contract if he continue to want to use himself in the running back role. So let's start off with Deebo in the running back role. RC,
Yeah, I got a
I know
question
you
though.
want to.
Wasn't that his whole gripe to begin with? That he
Yeah,
didn't want to play running back?
yeah. He's still grappling about it.
So he signed the contract, didn't
Yeah, but they just. It's kind of he signed it with the extra incentives if you score a rushing touchdown or have so many rushing yards in his contract. But he said he don't want to be used like that. So
Wait a minute.
if
Didn't I not send you? See, you're hard headed, Ben. You don't hear spreading lies again, Ben. This ain't James Harden, but did I not send you Rich Eisen
yeah, you
Debo,
did.
and Debo said he never put that out there.
That's a dang lie, man.
He said,
It came straight from him, man.
listen,
It's Instagram.
listen, man. He said he heard a lot of different things that was not true, but his agent told him to let it circulate. You know why? That's how we get paid. That's called negotiation. I'm not going to debunk nothing. I'm not going to say I said something. We're going to make the 49ers think I have a problem with this. Now they feeling this sense of urgency to sign him because he was never going to get traded. Listen,
Yeah, I already knew that.
did you know Deebo Samuel before last year? Be honest. Did you just like
Yes.
really? Okay, but
He
did you
came
know
from
him?
South Carolina.
I did, but did you know him to be what he was last year? This guy that just scared defenses. Be honest.
No, I didn't know he gonna be this.
Okay, so 1 year, and he just got paid. I mean, he been in the league 3 years. And you just not talking to me about Deebo Samuel. I'm just not talking to you because he stay hurt and he a better running back than he is a receiver. And that Joker did what he needed to do to get this contract and watch they unleash him. I made the point to you about meeting the new quarterback Trey Lance and Deebo at the mesh point. You see Deebo and you see Trey Lance and you're going to think, what should I do? If it's Jimmy, you know what to do. Take who? Deebo. Take Deebo. But now you got an issue. Deebo not stupid, man. He's not stupid. He knows and he knew. It was all negotiation, bro. He ain't put that out there.
Man, I seen too many stuff from his page.
Yo, listen, man. This is the new era. Didn't it work for Kyler Murray? This dude go in there and delete everything. He just copied Kyler Murray, delete everything, and then when it's time, bro, listen. We both work for the same company. They're gonna give me a bonus. I could be griping the day before they give me a bonus. The day they give me the bonus, you're like, man, RC must be, man, you see him? He on cloud. He floating. He literally floating because they just paid me. So millions of dollars, my brother. Millions of dollars. Your whole energy gonna change. His hand was shaking when he signed the paper. So
I
I ain't
was
buying it.
wondering, like, cause I understand the whole gripe anyway about him playing that position. Cause he was doing really well there. So it don't phase me none that he do or don't. It's just the whole aspect of this being all in the news and him taking stuff down, him saying this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said it wasn't him, but his page was saying, acting like he didn't want all that. So
Right.
anyway, that's done. Deebo, he just got paid. Congratulations, bro. You deserve it. So
Hold on. He don't deserve it. And it's coming from a 49er fan. I don't think he deserves that
really.
money.
He was your offense.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. You don't watch. I watch your Saints. You don't watch my 49ers. He is not my offense.
Look, if this boy literally touched the football and turned it into a 50-yard.
When we went to the Super Bowl, he was a rookie, right?
So yeah, hey, Emmanuel Sanders, he was the dog.
Who did we catfish? Raheem Mostert. Everybody thought Raheem Mostert was just the best running back. So last year, who was the best running back? Elijah Mitchell. Okay, that's telling me one thing: system.
So you're saying Deebo is just great system?
System. He's a great player, but if you send Deebo Samuel to the San Diego Chargers,
he gonna do the same thing.
You're not gonna hear from Deebo Samuel because you know why? That coach.
Come on,
coach.
You a 49ers fan?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, Raheem Mostert finna go to the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins finna try to run the same thing San Francisco run. It's finna be all hell. It's finna be. It's a saying James Brown said: "Often imitated, never duplicated." You can really see the difference between Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and that difference is Michael Jordan is naturally bald-headed. He's naturally dark-skinned. He had the armband first, the fadeaway first. I'm the original copy. You cannot tell me right now that you knew George Kittle, all these people, they were not great college players. And now they playing in this offense. I'm going to use an example for you. Remember the guy who used to play for the Washington Redskins, Jordan? What was the tight end? He used to catch everything.
Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed. Everybody just thought Jordan Reed was just, whoo.
Yeah.
Could only play for the Washington Redskins. Could only play for the football team. Could stop saying Washington Redskins. The systems make certain players. Deebo's a great player, but I'm saying he's elevated in this offense, bro. Listen, Ayuk is not a star in New Orleans with Jameis Winston. In Kyle Shanahan offense, Mohamed Sanu was a star.
But how many? We can say that about a lot of players. But I feel like that these guys can really ball. Deebo can really ball, though.
He can ball. He's a running back playing wide receiver. That's Percy Harvin.
I didn't really see it. His first year, they didn't really use him like that, though. And he still did good.
In the Super Bowl, he would have won the MVP. We stopped giving him the ball. He was doing what he was doing last year. But my point is, the way he played, he gets hurt. So this contract was important for Deebo because he's going to get hurt. Deebo was hurt last year. Deebo have hamstring issues. So it's like, you see how he built? You tell me another wide receiver you've ever seen in history built like that.
Bolden.
That's it. But he don't run as fast as Deebo.
No,
he
don't run as fast as Bolden.
Okay, that's a running back, bro. That's a running back.
We're going to see. Tyler, you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Tyler. So what did you think about Trey Lance video? Him throwing that football.
Hey, Ben said that to me. Ben is funny, man. But not. It looked weird, man. Like
he was cranking up something. like how you turn the box. He's like or shaped like that, like you cranking up.
But Ben.
So Tyler, it look weird then. It looked kind of off, huh?
It did.
So let me ask you this, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So you ever seen Phillip Rivers throw a football? It looked like he's throwing darts. You ever seen Peyton Manning? It's overhand delivery. So this is my thing. I asked Ben, I said, did you see the game he played against the Texans last year and he came out to play action? Did you see him take the ball way back there where he had it in practice and sling it? No, I ain't see that. He's in practice. He's not trying to throw his arm out, Ben. I don't know what you want.
Give me that.
What you expect from this kid? When you start critiquing,
I'm expecting not to see that. And
So okay,
that's
so
bad habits.
I'm gonna give you some homework. I'm gonna do the same, and we'll talk about it off the record, or we'll talk about it on the show. Let's go look at quarterbacks on YouTube in their throwing motion, and let's
Okay.
see who has this perfect throw. Who had? Give me somebody
Drew?
who have Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Stand on the soapbox, like bro.
Yeah. He actually had the best arm placement in history of NFL. Who else?
What?
Tom. Yes, Drew Brees is known for his accuracy with his arm
First of
and how he
all,
places
sir,
it.
when Drew Brees came from San Diego, he left his shoulder and arm strength in San
Don't do
Diego,
that.
California.
No, bro,
Am
don't
I
do that
lying,
to him. No,
bro?
man, his accuracy got 10 times
Oh,
better.
accuracy. Okay, but he had to have like the surgery that baseball players have to have when they mess up their
Tommy
shoulder.
John.
Okay, so he was jacked up. Your coach, all that dink and dunk, he never threw the ball down the field. Robert Meacham ain't in the NFL because Drew Brees wasn't throwing the ball. Cause Meacham gonna go. That's all he like to do was the go route. Marcus Colston was like just like Michael Thomas. I know the Saints, bro.
I
Michael
know you. I
Thomas
know
and
you
Marcus
speaking
Colston,
fast, right? I know you
they the
speaking fast.
same. And so
But
Drew Brees,
no,
dink and dunk, 10
he was
yards.
more than dink and dunk. He was
Stop
dink and
it.
dunk later on in his career.
Okay, so that the Super Bowl run y'all made, let's go back there. Oh no,
Henderson.
let's start right here. I ain't never seen Drew Brees just throw a 50-yard, 60-yard pass after when he got to New Orleans. He was just regularly throwing that.
No, look at check it. Henderson. And when we had Bearman, check it. He was throwing 60-yard bombs.
Man, listen, y'all feel ain't even. Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't got a regulation field.
I ain't gonna talk about how I feel. Oh, bro, here, look, he throwing haymakers, bro.
But listen, though,
I
listen.
can't allow this.
This will be real though. If you worried about a throwing motion in the National Football League,
Yes.
Ryan Tannehill got Joe Burrow got a weird throwing motion, but it don't matter. And Patrick Mahomes throw from any type of.
It's Tim Tebow.
No, man,
motion.
stop that, man.
Yeah, because look, when he bring the ball down, it's like below his waist, and that's what I'm saying. If he
It's
practice,
practice.
Yes,
he
you
sound
practice.
like
Remember what coach say? You practice how you play.
I'm finna
If he
pull it.
practicing in like that with his arm, no, when he go back,
I'm finna pull this up on Twitter while we talking because I
DNs
want
can
to
knock
see.
the football out of his hands. That's an easy script sack.
Bro, y'all looking too hard at that throwing motion, man. You splitting hairs now. You looking for anything. Like that's like you know good.
Hold on. So hold on, like I was saying. All right, so I'm gonna drop the dagger right here. I'll wait and I'll hold on to this.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna drop it for you right here.
I'm looking
So
at the throwing motion right now.
Man, why I told you I had a little insider right here. So let me pull it up.
Wow.
There's a report now.
There's always a report.
49 players referred Jimmy Garoppolo to start over Trey Lance.
Where you get this from?
That is my insider. Don't worry.
Okay, but check this out. Okay. While you are correct, because the 49ers over to Jimmy is a great teammate. Think about it. Tell me another player.
Now it's just a teammate.
Wait. There has not been another professional athlete who has taken more criticism than Jimmy Garoppolo from his own fan base, from the media, and just show up. He's always smiling. He's always ready to play. Like he's at training camp right now and don't supposed to be there. Nobody's interacting with him much, and he acts like he just dealing with it perfectly. But I think Jim is a likable guy. He's a professional. He's not Deebo. He's not gonna get in his feelings when it's contract issues. He's gonna show up to work. I would love to work with somebody like that that had thick skin and was able to, get the job done regardless of what the situation is. So yeah, I think those guys like him. He's been with him 4 years. They don't know Trey Lance. But here's the kicker. All that being said, you could be a likable guy and not really be good at football. Likable guys don't mean nothing. Like, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo, you think the 49ers are going to miss Jimmy Garoppolo seriously?
Possibly.
So RC, let me ask you this. Can you just dismiss the fact that they were winning games with him?
Okay, now I've been holding this, Ben. I've been holding this for you. Now, Tyler, I'm gonna tell you so you can get on board with this. So we could drop this and leave this alone today about Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay. When Jimmy Garoppolo came to San Francisco, I was like, Jimmy Garoppolo, yes. He gets hurt. He has 3 major injuries. The same thing we crucified Cam Newton for, being injured and done, we glorify Jimmy and say his toughness. He had a major ACL. He had tightrope surgery on his ankle, his finger, and his shoulder. He's done. But check this out. We won a playoff game in Lambeau Field without scoring an offensive touchdown. Tell me when the last time a team did that. Okay, wait. He threw 8 passes in an NFC Championship game to go to a Super Bowl. 8 passes. One of the passes he threw was an interception. So, okay, they say, you know what? We're not going to let you beat us. We're not going to let you cost us the game. We're going to stop this. You tell me the last time a quarterback, $100 million quarterback threw 8 passes to get you to a Super Bowl. Oh, I ain't done. I ain't finished. New Orleans, everybody throwing the ball. Not just him, everybody throwing the ball, not named Jimmy Garoppolo. And Kittles took on the whole Saints defense for us to even get in field goal range. And all them yak yards that IU, Deebo, and Kittles get adds up, don't it? Don't it go back to the quarterback? So if I catch a screen and I go 60 yards, it goes back to my quarterback. So if you don't really watch these games and you don't stop listening to Stephen A. and all Ryan Clark, and they trying to convince you that he's a winner because he's on the team. Trent Dilfer was on that Baltimore Raven team. He was not a great quarterback, but he's a Super Bowl champion. So Jimmy Garoppolo, we had 52 sacks in 2019. That's a lot of bodies on the ground. And we still didn't get a Super Bowl trophy because when he met Patrick Mahomes, it was a duel, and he could not duel the guy. So, I mean, what are the facts I need, Ben, about this guy? What I need?
What I'm taking from all this is you banging on Trey Lance.
I'm not banging on Trey Lance,
who only played 1 year in college.
Come on, bro.
Who
Stop
has
this.
A side motion of a 10-year-old.
Okay.
Oh my God.
to lead the 49ers to the promised land.
But listen,
that's what I'm getting.
I had Matt Castle for the last 4 years. Matt Castle was behind. Listen, let me give you a history lesson on backups behind Tom Brady. Matt Castle, okay. Jacoby Brissett, Brian Hoyer, Matt Schaub, anybody else was behind him at one time. They get paid, and when they get paid, Matt Castle go to the Kansas City Chiefs and steal money. See, because you can't play outside of that New England Patriot offense. He came to San Francisco. He was on a good team, bro. A good team, a good defensive team. It's just like you're in the same situation right now. What's the one thing that can derail your season?
A lot of things.
No. Give me the one thing that could the same thing you owe me about with Trey Lance. You got a guy that's been in the league longer than Trey Lance, and you don't know what he looked like without Sean Payton. You don't know what it's gonna look like.
I know exactly what it's gonna look like.
Mr. Unreliable. So how can you see the future in that ball you got with Jameis Winston? And okay, they're the same people. You don't know what you finna get. You don't know. You do not know what you finna get out of Trey. You don't know what you finna get out of Trey Lance, and you don't know what you finna get out of Jameis Winston. We're in the same boat. You got a team that's ready to win a Super Bowl.
Lead the league in yards.
When?
He threw for 5,000.
No, you talking about
4,000. I gotta look this up. It was at least about 2 years ago, I think.
You talking about Tampa Bay, Jameis Winston playing from behind? Yeah, okay.
Oh, so now we're going that in. Okay.
But let's be honest. You and I are in the same boat. We gotta play each other this year. And I'm gonna remember this here. I'm gonna hold this nugget.
You take it personally.
Listen, because Jameis tried to throw me some interceptions when I had Nick Mullen playing quarterback against New Orleans a few years ago. He was trying, and Sean Payton was like, no. We're gonna put Taysom Hill in the game, let him run at the 49ers because you got it in your eyes. You like crimson and white. But the Saints, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, they got the same disease. See, we don't have Aaron Rodgers and we don't have Tom Brady. We got unreliable guys. We have the most unreliable guy because ain't nobody seen him. So all of us
they look reliable.
No,
I wouldn't say unreliable.
No, you could talk all that you want to about Jalen Hurts, but what he put on film and put on tape against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
that's a totally different situation.
And Jameis Winston hadn't proved nothing yet either. He got to still prove it.
Man, we know what Jameis can do. I don't know why you trying to group Jameis with Garoppolo or with Hurts
okay. Well, let me
Trey Lance.
Let me
But
put Mariota in there then. Because you said Mariota a good quarterback. That's why I say.
I said I'd take Mariota over Trey Lance right now. Like,
Listen,
yeah.
listen, bro. Listen. You and I know Mariota is in Atlanta to tank. He ain't there to win no game. They finna lose, bro. That you can't give up.
It was just not that them bringing in Mariota. I mean, they weren't building that team anyway. They didn't have enough to revamp that team, so they're gonna lose regardless of who played quarterback. So Matt Ryan they were losing with Matt Ryan. They're gonna lose with Mariota. If they got Deshaun Watson, they're gonna lose with Watson.
But you know how people they like clown Lamar Jackson about not being able to throw a football.
Yeah,
they say didn't he win an MVP playing that way?
I think more off his legs than
let me learn you real quick. This man won an MVP, the best player in the National Football League. I guarantee he didn't just throw for 2,500 yards. He threw for more than that, and he probably rushed for whatever he rushed for. He won a league MVP. Jimmy Garoppolo ain't won nothing. Like nothing. Okay, now watch this. Your second year as a quarterback in the National Football League. That first year he didn't play. Mahomes didn't play the first year. The second year, who got film on what he do?
Everybody.
Who got film on what he do if he ain't played? Who know his
play? If he ain't
so
play,
you saying
nothing?
So you saying that y'all had the upper hand because they didn't have no film on Lance?
They're gonna take him a year. It took him a year to figure out Cam Newton. And listen, it really gonna take him a year.
That's a Cam Newton's a Heisman Trophy.
Bro, stop this, man.
Compared to Trey Lance.
So Patrick Mahomes played his second year in the National Football League and blew the top off of it, and we watch him throw the ball from his knee. Wherever he at, he's slinging it. He don't care. He could be about to fall down. What he gonna do? Throw the football. But guess what? He got a guy named Andy Reid who gonna put him in the best situation possible. So you think Kyle Shanahan, who been winning games with nobody you got big name guys in New Orleans. I know who Michael Thomas is. You do not know who Brandon Ayuk is. I didn't know who he was.
He played at Arizona.
You didn't watch Brandon Ayuk in college, man. Stop that. Hey, listen, Tyler, when they dropped the Brandon Ayuk, I left my house. I said, who the hell is that? Brandon Ayuk, only Ayuk I knew was Ayuk on Street Fighter. I'm like, when they say Ayuk, that was all I knew. I ain't never heard the name said ever. I'm like, who is this?
Man, you done playing your team so you can bring up Lance. That's crazy, though.
No, I'm telling you.
I've never seen this before.
So in a draft where you could pick better players that we know, when they drafted Deebo over DK Metcalf and AJ Brown, I was pissed. When you had an opportunity to draft CeeDee Lamb over Brandon Ayuk, you don't know Brandon Ayuk. I knew CeeDee Lamb. Who you taking?
CD.
Okay, you want to take a Brandon Ayuk? I'm not downplaying my
system.
Okay, system player. You make an argument. You just said system.
That's what I'm saying. But Trey Lance, man, you cannot sell me this dream.
I'm not selling you. Dream. I had not said one time. Have y'all heard me say he gonna be great?
He's selling a nightmare. 49 fans, like you cannot be hyped about this season knowing that.
But you could be hyped about Jameis Winston.
I see you living proof.
Oh my God, what have he done?
Look, okay. So bottom line, he can't be worse.
Right, but listen,
but can he?
No.
Can he?
Listen, I guarantee you this, Ben. I'm not claiming a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he gonna beat the next Joe Montana, the next Patrick Mahomes. But what I just experienced in Jimmy Garoppolo, I'd rather lose than play with a guy I know at any moment can take the air out of my building. You watch the Cowboy game, we were finna manhandle them. He said, hold my beer. I'm going to throw him a few picks. He tried to throw Stephon Diggs' brother a couple of picks. He was trying. The Tennessee Titan game, where we wouldn't have had to need y'all to lose. If we just won that game, would have been straight. We're beating them. We don't need to throw the ball. When it's time to throw the ball, he's throwing it to them. Why? There's no way Trey Lance could be that much worse.
It could be possible.
Okay. We're going to see.
We are, because I'm going to be watching him closely since we had this discussion.
Hey, look, but I want to put this out here. We're going to lose some games, so I don't need you calling me. Hey, man,
Hey, as soon as y'all lose, boy, he going to be on your line, boy.
I ain't had to put that disclaimer in.
Because I know Ben. He
Yeah,
gonna be
that's him.
look, he ain't gonna watch the 49ers. He gonna watch Trey Lance, bro. Did you just see Trey Lance slide on the wrong leg? Trey Lance ain't even got on the right pads.
Nah, ain't gonna be honest criticism.
No, your
However,
criticism. Listen, I truly believe this. I've been telling you. I said the Saints are ready to win a Super Bowl. I don't believe that Jameis is gonna be the reason why you lose. I believe the coaching. Sean Payton, y'all give Sean Payton a lot of hell, but Sean Payton scare us. Ask any team, not ask anybody that root for a team that's playing against Saints. They worried about Sean Payton. Cause he used Alvin Kamara, he used them guys, man. When he had Pierre Thomas and them guys, we wasn't scared of the Saints. We were scared of Sean Payton. How you gonna use this joker? Darren Sproles and all these guys, man. Like, so I want to see if Jameis, when them games are tough, and because Sean Payton is a disciplinarian, man, y'all was ready to play. In every them games y'all played against Tampa Bay, y'all was taking a fight to them. I don't know if Dennis Allen got that in him. I don't know.
damn, he that dog.
You replacing the best coach you've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm replacing the worst quarterback I ever had.
Oh, y'all had a long history. The worst quarterback. Y'all had some bad quarterbacks.
Yeah, we had some bad ones. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
But
Yeah,
we gonna.
he ain't sorry.
He ain't sorry. He don't like you, Jimmy. You're not getting on the pie anytime soon.
Man, he free. Call him. He free.
Hey, we cool now, Jimmy. You don't play for my team. We cool now. All right, so man, let's go and dive into this Watson
Oh man,
saga. I don't know when it's gonna end. Cause now there was a report out the NFL has grounds to give Watson an indefinite suspension. You know, so the NFL right now trying to appeal the 6-game suspension hand down by Sue Robinson to the Browns. I don't know who Sue Robinson is. So right now the NFL taking this back. They challenging the appeal. They're appealing the 6 games and trying to suspend him indefinitely.
I saw that coming.
I saw that coming too. No way you spend this guy 6 games. I knew that was like a slap on the wrist. Cause I was saying if he gets 6, that means Kamara better not get none, or at least 1.
wow. See this, Tyler? He back to the Saints player. Like, wait a minute, man. We talking
I'm just saying though, you can't. It cannot be. Kamara's suspension cannot be up there with Watson's suspension. If Watson gets 6 games, if I Kamara, I'm making an argument like he literally assaulted women. So why should I get 4 or 5 when where my act is not as egregious as his?
I mean, go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
I think the NFL kind of in a pickle just because as a person, I would love to see Deshaun Watson put all this behind him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's been rough. But the NFL in a pickle because like Ben said, how you just give him 6 games on like that was some wild accusations he got, and then you got Kamara, who he got what did he do, Ben?
He got in a fight in Las Vegas with some guy who was messing with his girl or something like that.
Right. So I just think with their past like judgment on suspension and stuff like that, that's why I feel like they in a pickle.
So all right, let me bring this up too. All right, so Calvin really was found guilty betting on his game. So
that he didn't even play.
He bet on his team. He didn't bet against them. So they gave him a year. Zeke had a sexual assault case a couple years ago. The NFL gave him 6 games. He was found not guilty, and the lawsuit was dropped, but he still got 6 games. Sean Payton was suspended for an entire year for Bountygate. There was no evidence of targeting. The Saints had one of the lowest injuries in a game, per game. So it was no bounty per se. Yes, they were betting on like if you do this or you catch an interception, yes, you get paid. But there was no bounty system per se. They still got Sean Payton still got a year. Other people still got a year. Josh Gordon get suspended over and over and over for weed. not sexually assault women, suspended for a year.
Right.
So that's it's just, if you gonna look at the grading scale, then he has to be suspended for a year.
Yep.
It's no way that if you look at the recent suspensions over the course of 10 years, that he fall in place with a 6-game suspension with off the field conduct, which they take very seriously.
Oh man, where do I begin? Okay, first of all, the National Football League hired an arbitrator to handle this. It'll be like you say, RC handle it, and then I handle it, and then you like, that ain't good enough. I'm gonna come back and handle it. Well, you hired me to handle it. Trust that I can. Then why is it that Robert Krafts of the world, who did the exact thing and got his hand spanked and disappeared from the face of earth, you ain't heard nothing else about? He was going to these same buildings doing the same crap, but you ain't heard nothing else about it. The Miami Dolphins is down there doing all kind of illegal stuff, even so much that National Football League said, oh, the owner was just playing when he told him to tank and to lose games. So this is the problem I have with the National Football League. You're inconsistent. And we all know how the Me Too movement is. When the verdict came down, you don't think they was out there marching or making a scene or calling league office. See, the National Football League don't really care. They just got to act like they care. That's why they're going to appeal it. They're not going to win it. They're going to appeal it because the NFL Players Union has already done said, hey, this is y'all person who looked at the same case. And see, I'm not going to say that Deshaun Watson is not guilty. I'm going to say he not guilty of everything they say. See, you know how they do us. They really drag you through the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
See, so it's not fair that the National Football League all of a sudden wants to, play like they want their police in their league and act like we about the shield and we're about the National Football League and protecting women's rights. When you had Ben Roethlisberger, he ain't been the only one. I'm not gonna hang Ben. If you're listening, it ain't just you. It's a bunch of them. You talking about Greg Hardy? You knocked the girl out, and the Cowboys still found a way to sign him. You talking about the guy that plays in Seattle? I don't know his name because he wasn't that good. Last name Wheeler. He almost killed the girl. That disappeared out of the media. But we want to talk about acts of stuff that we know that the Houston Texans came to be found out that they actually was getting the hotel rooms for him. So the more you dig into this stuff, man, the media will have you to believe that Deshaun's this monster. And how long do you have to pay for something?
A year.
I believe, but listen, I believe in reaping what you sow. I believe in reaping what you sow. But I believe also there's always more to the story. And I believe Deshaun is paid what he should pay. I don't feel like he should have to sit out no more. He sat out last year, didn't play at all. Like
that was the Texans doing. They should have stepped in and handled that.
Okay, but the National Football League hired an arbitrator. She did what you hired her to do.
But the suspensions does not warrant the acts.
Let me ask you this. Now this is gonna change for Tyler. If he signed with the New Orleans Saints, what are you saying?
Why? I don't see how that's correlating to what we're talking about.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be screaming a year. You're not gonna want him to sit out a year, are you?
But I wouldn't want the Saints to touch him if I know he's gonna get suspended for a year.
Okay, listen, wait. When he was going from team to team, he still had those allegations on him. You knew that. You didn't care. When it was,
I never really thought about it. To be honest, that he would get suspended.
This man full of crap.
I thought, and to be honest, I didn't think we gonna make it this far with him trying to go to another team. And I thought it was Ben had. I didn't think we ever gonna make it this far. To be honest.
But my point and my reasoning for saying it, what I'm saying is, it is not our job, because at the end of the day, it's in the court of public opinion. Once the verdict came down from the arbitrator that you hired, NFL, Roger Goodell, you're going to appeal your arbitrator?
I don't know why.
Right. Come on, man.
I feel like that was. I will agree with that. If you're going to suspend them, just going to suspend them. Why would you hire?
I wouldn't even did the arbitrator. Because Goodell had jumped the gun without having evidence.
I feel like that was just for public opinion itself.
Yeah, I think he just did just to do it.
The arbitrator's a lady, huh?
Yeah. So why would she go easy on it?
Right.
And then there's stuff that they're holding back, man. I found this out that there was stuff that they're holding back that they're not telling, but it's like a witch hunt in a sense. Like 4 women had the case at first, and now all these other women come up,
60.
and it's okay, but that's a number they putting out there. You don't. It's kind of like when they said Kobe snitched on Shaq. Okay, they tell you what they want you to know. Do we actually know what really happened, how it went, or what was said? All we know is let's deface this guy, let's destroy this guy, let's end this guy. Deshaun ain't never been in trouble before this. Do we even have this conversation if he don't say he want out of Houston? These women they gonna keep on letting him do it, huh? Because as long as he's Houston Texan, we're gonna let him rub our back.
Somebody leaked something. Cause if the Texans are setting it up for him, then they're his handlers.
Because it's normal in the National Football League. Why haven't you?
But it's not but it's not in the standards that the NFL portray is not normal. Because they make it seem like a family-friendly league.
They lying.
We advocates for
the National Football League
and everything else.
National Football League they elevate and they promote men who have done a lot of crazy things to women. I'm talking about way worse than what we think Deshaun Watson has done. They have had guys who played in the National Football League who have done worse. They've had guys who have done nothing. Colin Kaepernick did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Still hadn't played it down in football since kneeling for something that we are still dealing with today. So it's like they moved the goalposts, man. They want to make a criminal out of this person, but then you want to act like Robert Kraft didn't do the same thing. What you think?
Well, you talking about money, you talking about billionaires.
Okay. All right. Now we talking about.
We know how billionaires are untouchable. So now we get into a different league, but that's a different discussion. But it's just in the system of the league and what the standards the league has set and what they portray in the media about women, about African Americans, about this. They all about awareness and stuff like this. So it's not a good look if they don't at least suspend him from a year. It's not going to end well. It's not. Every game is going to be something, a march, a freaking, I don't know. It's going to be something in a game where
who cares?
A boycott or something.
So I'm going to say so. Because I know a man, Plaxico Bird, shot his own self.
Yeah, he was suspended. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but this is the problem we have. This is the problem the NFL created because you keep moving the goalposts. Ben Roethlisberger served how many games?
And the Josh Gordon, it just didn't make sense.
Okay, you keep reinstating Josh Gordon. He can't before. Man, it's moving the goalposts for who you deem like the Deshaun situation elevated. And it kind of sad, bro. Before Deshaun started talking about God and like claiming his innocence, and I know this sounds crazy. And he was like, I remember hearing him say, I know this may sound crazy, but I believe my faith in God, blah, blah, blah. It's like, now let's dig a little deeper. And they dug and they found something, man. But I just feel like, bro, dude been punished enough. Humiliation is enough, Ben. Like, come on, bro.
Me, man. I'm just saying. I'm going by the NFL rules.
They're gonna march next year. If you suspend him this year, bro. If you suspend him this year, they're gonna be people. There's people who still hate Michael Vick for that dog situation.
Yeah, Peter.
So the Me Too movement gonna be at Cleveland Browns games, whatever. Like, but nobody has actually released what actually happened.
I think we never gonna know what actually happened.
Okay, then, like we actually know. We done seen documentaries on the dogs that what happened to the dogs. You seen that?
So that's what I'm saying. If they hold these, and it happened on Michael Vick's property. So if they feel this about dogs, then right. You know how people look at how people hold the women rights and the women marching and all that to a standard. So that's what I think they aiming at right here. Because remember they did the whole thing about women abuse and all that type of jazz. So it's really gonna come down
bro.
to that standard.
But let me ask both of y'all this. Y'all asking this honestly. If you wanted to get these type of people off the streets, R. Kelly's, Deshaun Watson, I hate to put him in that same category. You don't take the settlement. You expose him. You tell it. You don't take no money. You tell what's going on so you can make an example out of him. So nobody else would do what he did. What he did. These women took money. These women were quiet before they took the money.
I just
So
say this.
what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think
We may be thinking differently, but money talks to a lot of people.
it does? But that's why I say the punishment. If money talks and you're willing to go away, then it don't really matter to you the rights of
Yeah,
women.
it's just like a lot of people don't matter. It don't matter. WNBA don't matter to a lot of people, but they still put up a whole bunch of fuss about it.
I see what he's saying. Because let's say, from the woman's standpoint, if this guy did this to you, and this is not me discrediting anything they say, but let's say somebody did something to you, Ben, and you would want to see them put behind bars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not. Not everybody's like me, Tyler. I don't just say that. A lot of people.
That's true too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just say this. A lot of people have low standards or low bar. You see the morality.
Yeah.
You see morality. You see morals have gone down. So I think a lot of people wouldn't care what happened to this person beside them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with that.
For a lot of people, money fits pain. That's why so
Right.
many people sue when their spouse die or they get injured. That's why so people so quick to sue, because they don't really care about themselves, or they don't have no type of standard or type of moral compass.
If this guy was not Deshaun Watson in the National Football League, he had done this, we would never hear about this. Let me explain something to you. You just made my point when you said a lot of people aren't like you. You stand on morals and principles. You believe in doing what's right.
Yeah.
And if these people really believed in doing what's right, no amount of money gonna stop that. That's how I know this is about money. This is about destroying an individual. Because if that was one of my daughter, if one of those women that he did that to was my daughter, you would hear from me.
Mm-hmm.
You would hear
You
from
say,
me.
man, I don't want your money.
Yeah, you would. I'm gonna press the issue, like, bro. Seeing you go to jail matters more to me than you trying to pay me $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
But the value in this world, they really don't want to answer to the problem. They just want to fuss about the problem.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, why suspend this man and make this man pay any more for something you really don't want to change and fix? National Football League, you don't really care. You don't really care about not hiring the most qualified guy for the job. You really don't care about helping women. You don't really care. You just gotta appear to care. That's why you appealing. You know you're not gonna win. You gotta appeal though, so you can make people think you care.
To make the women think that they care about women.
Yeah,
It's almost like the same thing as black coaches, the Rodney rule. I think that's a stupid rule.
Stupid rule. It's like, hey,
you just doing it to please the black people. Like, yo, we trying to get y'all jobs, but
right,
you know, they just got interviewed. Yeah, like that's so dumb, man. Like NFL, I always had a problem with the NFL ever since like just the whole bounty gate thing. I just never like how they conduct themselves.
They want to be the police.
I'm just going off. Well, I'm saying the whole year because I'm just going off for what has happened and the standard they trying to set, but it just is all over the place. So that's why a lot of people kind of shocked about this game suspension.
That's a lot of games, Ben.
Yeah, that is, man. The Browns, man. I guess they got money to throw away.
Because you got to think about it, 6 games in a 17-game season. You might be in trouble.
Every game counts.
Yes.
Especially in that division, every game.
Is he going to get suspended without pay?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. The Browns, they probably put something in that contract or some type of clause.
I read somewhere that most of his money is
guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. So I don't think he's still gonna get. Let me see.
Majority of it because guaranteed.
Well,
let's say
you know what I'm saying?
Because even in guaranteed contracts, if you mess up or there's a clause in it, then you're not gonna get that money.
But Ben,
it's
I'm at
not that it's guaranteed, but I think most of his contract is like signing bonus and
Front is on the front end.
yeah. So when he missing these games, he missing these game checks. It ain't gonna affect them much.
none at all. But I'm saying if he signed with the Saints, Ben, how many games should he have gotten? Because you're gonna need him in 6 games.
I really can't say, to be honest. I mean,
You're gonna need him in
You
6
are
games.
hilarious.
Hey, bro. Hey, Tyler. I remember when reports came out that it was between Atlanta and New Orleans, and the Cleveland Browns were nowhere in the picture. They was a wild card, and I was thinking about being. I said, when this guy make this decision, because I thought he was gonna pick the Saints. No way he picking Atlanta. I said, Ben, they gonna be on one, man. He gonna be on one. I was right. He was on one the other way. He was mad.
oh man, that ruined my whole week, bro. Oh my goodness.
Then like he
Bro,
don't
had me
lock him
nervous,
up.
bro. Had me laying up at night thinking about what could be.
That's how good he was. But you put that guy on that team. Ooh.
Oh man, I was like, boy, I was sugar overload over here. For real. All right, so I know I want to talk about this. I know it was a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago. Julio to the Buccaneers. I know Gatwood sent something in the group chat. He was all excited. I knew something was going on when I saw y'all buzzing in. So Tyler, how you feel about Julio going to the Bucs?
I don't know. It depends on how effective he can be. I still think he's Julio though, like to an extent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They got like their receiver room is still.
How you seen the training camp video?
Nah.
He look like a tight end.
He big.
I don't know if it's the pass or what, but he kind of look like a tight end. He wearing number 85. It's just all depends on what Julio we getting. RC, I don't know how you feel because I didn't see your response in the group chat. So how you feel about Julio to the Bucs?
Man, my phone, when I be driving, it automatically goes like it silences my
notification silence. Yeah,
I don't know why I do that. But man, I don't trust Julio Jones, man. Like when you get to the third team like this, you know, he kicking this ain't Randy Moss. Julio has a hamstring issue. He been had it. This ain't even Antonio Brown. This is a big physical receiver that has hamstring issues. And I think Tom Brady going to be able to get whatever's left in him out of him, but that's not going to translate into them winning the Super Bowl. I think Tom Brady needs a tight end, and his tight end is somewhere partying drunk right now. Rob Gronkowski. We hadn't seen him without Rob Gronkowski in a long time. So Julio, he's going to go down there. He's going to be probably a lot more open than he's been. But I've seen him with AJ Brown and still can't get open. I've seen him playing in Atlanta when Kyle Shanahan left. He just don't look like himself anymore. And
no, he don't.
They trying all they can to squeeze blood out of a turnip.
But I feel like he'll be a good red zone target, opposite of Mike Evans. But other than that, like I said, he hasn't been the same in the past 3 years. Just dealing with them couple of injuries, and it was just a good veteran signing. But I don't think, like RC said, it's gonna just make them the Super Bowl favorites because they have other questions going on that offense on the O line. I think they lost one at starting guards or center for the year. Can't remember, but I know they hurting on the O line. You know how much Brady needs that. So it was just a good veteran signing for the Bucs. I really want to hear Gatwood's response so I can share those dreams. But
some Brady fanboys if I ever met some.
Man, what man? I never seen nothing like it. I never seen these two guys get excited about Tom Brady. I don't even hate Tom. That was so crazy about it. I don't even hate Tom. These guys make me go against Tom all the time.
Hey man, he's not my GOAT anymore either.
Really?
I took him out of my GOAT conversation. Like he's 2 behind Montana because he's the NFL version of LeBron James. He don't recruit as loud as LeBron, but he recruit his butt off, man. You think about the players he done played with. Wow. I'm talking about on the offensive side. We can't downgrade Wes Welker. Julian Edelman is a good player. Aaron Hernandez. You got Randy Moss.
He
You
had
got
Ben Watson.
Ben Watson, Fred Taylor, Corey Dillon, Lawrence Maroney. You got Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Rob Gun. I'm serious, man. Like I don't know what he would look like with Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuels.
Mm.
Can he
Shoot.
play? Can he play with Marcus Colston? Can he do what Aaron Rodgers did with a bunch of no name? Because I'm telling you, Donald Driver, Jordy Nelson, those guys weren't just household name. Greg Jennings, they small school guys.
You know what? He's one of the only ones. I don't know about the older quarterbacks, but like take a Aaron Rodgers or a Drew Brees. They've done it with
No names.
with no name.
They done it with peanuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Scraps.
Come on, man. That's why I
Okay.
say that GOAT conversation is kind of weird because, yeah, we know. I mean, hell, you gave Phillip Rivers all them players I named. He probably won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then we watch Eli Manning, who people discredit. He go out there and win with David Tyree.
He did.
Well, he did have Plaxico.
Okay, shoot him up.
Shouldn't
Who we found out in the Super Bowl had torn a ligament. Like, bro, I'm serious, man. It happened when I saw Julio go to Tampa Bay. I said, okay, Brady, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, because all these great players are just like lining up.
Yeah, bro.
And like I was trying to tell Gatwood, like it's not all Brady because he never had a defense not be in the top 10. Only
Right.
1 year he won Super Bowl, he didn't have a defense in the top 10.
Man, I was praying for a top 10 defense. When
Man, I could, man. What?
So
man, 40 days and 40 nights.
So that Super Bowl that they played against Kansas City, that defense was all world, but they talked about Tom Brady like he had.
That's why I couldn't understand. Like it wasn't Brady. Mahomes didn't have no time.
No time. He got
His
sacked
line
so
was
much.
getting wrecked.
Like
that's why I get irritated with Tom Brady talk because they never want to mention like the team, and the coaches.
He's playing with house money. He's a great player. He has the like. You could put him on any team that we've named where we have quarterback question marks, and you're gonna win the Super Bowl. But the issue with Tom Brady is, for me, is, bro, you recruited. You got Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones III. You had Giovanni Bernard. Everybody's coming to play. You had Shady McCoy come through there, steal a ring. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Play with the greatest tight end ever, arguably.
Come on, Aaron Hernandez is probably just as good as Rob Gronkowski.
Man, Aaron Hernandez was better than Gronk.
He was lining up everywhere.
He was better than Gronk.
And the 1 year Brady had 50 touchdowns because of Moss.
He was just heaving it up there.
Throwing it up.
Yeah, heaving it. So that's how it is. So let's change the course and let's go to basketball. Not NBA basketball, but WNBA. Brittany Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. So that's deep, bro. 9 years.
Yeah, that's tough.
That I know. I kind of felt like the Americans made this worse because how we were demanding. Now I wasn't demanding, but other athletes would demand for her release, free BG, and Russia, they seem like the type of people. Putin seemed like the type of person like, all right, I'll show y'all free BG. Go and get her 9 years.
Right.
Just in spite. Just because the Americans think they're entitled to dictate what other laws going on in another country. I think she was doomed from the start, but I don't think it was like, I didn't know it was gonna be like this, but I feel like of course we talking about other Americans that the Russians might have, but they want to make a swap for their guy and we get our guy type of deal, but Russia didn't come play no games. So I don't feel bad for BG because it is what it is. I wouldn't bring I don't even do drugs or have cannabis and nothing like that, so I wouldn't never done nothing like that. But bro, you just gotta be aware of where you going.
Right. That's my thing. It's like the situation, especially if you play in Russia. You have to know some of the situation with the U.S. and Russia, and the whole Ukraine thing already. And for you to try to bring that into like you can't do that. You can't even do that over here. I don't believe. You know what I'm saying?
In certain states.
Yeah. So it's like for you to do that, I feel like it really doesn't make any sense. But on the other hand, it's like you gotta feel bad for her because she's far away from home, away from her family, in a Russian jail for nine. Like she just got a 9-year sentence, and it really probably feel like she ain't got no hope.
Unless they do a swap for Russia get their one of their guys back. But it puts perspective of other countries. Cause we already thinking like America's super bad, like we can't do anything. But bruh, over something like that,
Yeah, it's and I ain't because I think the prison swap would be for for a Russian arms dealer, right?
yeah, for a Russian arms dealer.
Man,
But
listen,
No joke, but that's a wild prison swap. You feel me?
bro,
are you really worth that, bro?
It ain't even
bro.
like
If they don't send Vladimir Klitschko back over there to
I'm with you, RC. I'm with you.
like
Bring
this
her
the
home.
thing. This the thing about this, man. That's sad. I'm like y'all, bro. She got too big for her britches. Like you knew.
Entitlement.
Yeah, you thinking I play basketball over there. I'm known. I'm untouchable. I win games. We don't win championships. They paying me big money. They're not gonna fool with me. And then you got humbled. But then not only that, it shows you. It goes back to how the United States or the NBA or the National Football League view women. If Tom Brady was stuck in Russia right now,
Oh yeah, we go.
Vladimir
Man,
Klitschko.
we've seen our troops.
Vladimir Klitschko, the arms dealer, is going back to Russia because he's deemed more valuable. This is Tom freaking Brady. We can't have Tom Brady in jail for 9 years. That's
I'm Michael
no.
Jordan.
Oh man, listen, lock up Charles Barkley. They're gonna figure it out because everybody loves Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the know. Brittany Griner, you probably gonna have to really search really hard for people to just say they know her now more than they knew her before she was probably
She overplayed her
locked up.
hand.
So it's she got humbled, and it's the most like he said, man, not being able to be around your family, man. Like you can't even break out of there and be close to home.
Mm-mm.
You can't even, I'm pretty sure you can't even get a phone call, nothing.
And they got her in a
Tough.
little cell, bro. She's about 6'9". Come on,
It's
cuz.
tough. So, like I said, I think, man, I kind of think that we, the people that put on Twitter like we need Eric doing our power to get her out of there. I think Rush was just like, okay, we gonna show y'all entire athletes. All right, y'all don't rule us, or y'all can't tell what do, or y'all little Twitter protesting ain't gonna change a thing. And they just lay down the hammer for 9 years. But I don't think she gonna stay the whole 9 years. I think something gonna happen where she gonna get out. But it just put things in perspective. Don't break other people's laws. We might do it here in the United States and you get a slap on the wrist. But when you go to another country, know the laws, man. 'Cause I think I heard a story about in China. It might have been China or Korea. American guy, he stole a painting from a hotel, and I think he was executed or something like that. It was some wild for stealing a painting.
Yeah, man. They don't, especially in Russia. Russia rough, man. They don't care about nothing. All that social media stuff, they don't care about none of
Yeah,
it.
like they
Speaking
ain't gonna
PBG
persuade the
stuff,
government to release nobody. Protesting and hashtagging free BG ain't gonna help them.
They
Ain't
don't
gonna
care
change
about
Russia's
no.
mind.
They don't care
but
about no public opinion. None of that.
but
They care.
bro, the sentence is tentative anyway because it said
Yeah.
the true length of her detainment will be determined by negotiations on a prison swap between the U.S. and Russia. Now listen, this has become political, And this is finna show the American people that, hey, don't your country who want you to die for them won't like you matter so much. You if it was about us and about Americans, she'd have been home. See what
Right.
I'm saying? It
I
ain't
don't
about
know
that.
because I heard there's like 4 other Americans that the Russian have,
Yeah,
but we
but
don't know who they are.
listen, man. Listen, man. I get all that. But this lady went over there to make money because you don't have a way for her to make money over here.
Why?
That
Hold on, RC. Why is that?
because we deem women's sports is not it's not profitable, it's not far as view like being able to I'm honest, I coach females and I don't mean any disrespect, but it's very hard to watch a game that you see a bunch of women playing, they're more fundamentally sound, but you can't gravitate to something or have interest in something that they poorly promote. Like
Mhm.
So
that
hold on.
game,
Let me ask you the second question. Who fault is that?
that is our fault. That's the NBA fault. You need to create a
You said
game
the NBA. How's the NBA's fault?
because you need to create a game that's created for them. Bring the rim down. Let
Hold on,
them.
RC. Hold on. All right, if you saying bring the ring down and
I've
make the
never
game
heard
more
that take
accessible to
before.
women, hold on, doesn't that not disrespect the women that's playing the game
No, because
and
they're
saying that
back.
we not equal to the
Sir,
guys?
listen. The basketball that the women use is different from the basketball
Yeah,
that the men
smaller.
use. They just now starting to play 4 quarters. They used to play 2 halves. They have different rules. Like it's different. It's a different game. It's not above the rim. It's below the rim. You can create a game. If the XFL, if the USFL, if the Canadian League has their own rules, do their own thing. You have to do that for women. You have to create a game for them so they look comfortable playing it. This is another issue. Some women feel like they have to look a certain way and be a certain way to play a certain way because they're taking the blueprint from the male game. So imagine if you brought the rim down and you had a girl that was 5'2" taking off dunking. You wouldn't want to watch that?
Yes, and that's what I tell Ben. It's more about the people that don't, because I feel like a basketball peers would I like watching women's basketball just because, like you said, it's more fundamentally sound. And with them playing under the rim, they have to be more fundamentally sound and share the ball more and stuff like that. Someone that doesn't really isn't like a basketball purist wouldn't gravitate to that because they like seeing the Steph Curry threes and the you
LeBron
know
and
the look.
Giannis.
So
Yeah,
let me ask y'all this. So y'all saying is basically uh the NBA's fault for not promoting. Well, it's the WNBA too, because
Well, is if
All
this
right,
is
but I
if,
want to say this though. So even now, you hear people bragging, complaining about women basketball not getting any publicity or people watching the game. But even the women don't even support them,
because
and
it's
they all supposed to be about women, backing up other women, supporting other women. But if the women don't watch, then
okay.
whose fault really is it though?
Okay, the National Football League does a great job of promoting the National Football League. Even hockey does a great job of promoting hockey to their fans. Baseball does a poor job because it's not it's an American based game, but it's a lot of Dominicans and that it's a lot of foreign players playing that sport. The NBA does a great job. The WNBA drops the ball because they're trying to model it after something. See, the XFL, I don't care what the XFL, the USFL do. There's only one National Football League. You can do whatever you want to do, but you'll never be that. They don't care what the Big 12, the Big 10 do. They'll never be the SEC. You see what I'm saying? You just got to be the Big 12. You got to be the Big 10. They got to create a game for themselves because the game you have to look comfortable playing that game. If you put Brittany Griner on the floor with Giannis Antetokounmpo and you say, guard him, barbecue chicken on a George Foreman grill. You hear me? Like it's gonna be. She cannot guard Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
She cannot guard Giannis. There are men who cannot guard Giannis. If you tell Brittany Griner to guard Embiid, if you tell Skylar Diggins guard James Harden, if you tell whoever their best player to guard Kevin Durant, and so on and so on, it's gonna look really lopsided. Being it's not saying it's like Adam and Eve. Adam was created before
Nah,
Eve.
a lot of people don't think like that. Everybody they
But
see
I
women
don't
as
care how they
equal.
think. It's common sense.
That's
That's
how
why.
people don't have
That's
that deep, and that's why they failing because they don't know how to do their product. They
but
don't
you
know how
got.
to.
It's like the man that played. The man that ran. He swam against the women and he won.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So if Joanna Man comes into the NBA, every record they have gonna get broken. If they let a man decide, say he a woman play in the NBA, WNBA,
Yeah.
he is going to break every record that they have. He has a clear. They're at a disadvantage, and he has an advantage. Okay, testosterone in a room full of estrogen, it's gonna be a problem. When he want to go, he gonna go. And so my thing is, man, back to her, it's like there's not this sense of urgency to go get her because she's not even valuable over here.
Mm.
See that? That's a
Yeah.
hot take. She
I don't
ain't
know.
got.
Well, all right. So would they go get her if she was Serena Williams?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. So it was just a person being in the wrong place, wrong time,
Pretty much.
wrong person.
Bro, they can go. They could have got Sandra Bullock. They're going to get Sandra Bullock. They're going to get Sandra Bullock. You got to understand. It's another thing Brittany has going against her.
She's
That she's dealing with. She's a gay woman, and in Russia, see, this is another thing too. We're not just dibbling in politics. It's a lot of variables to this thing, bro.
lifestyle.
Yes, and the way we accept everything in the United States, and we're more understanding, and we're more trying to get to know people, and they have by the book, boom, 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 and they're using all that against her. Like if she's in a cell right now, and she's 6'9", I don't know her true height, 6'7". I guarantee you, they trying to break her will. A lot of people don't know she was using that stuff because she deals with pain.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to see that? She deals with pain, so that means she's been using it then. Why now? She's a prime target.
So you saying she been using it in Russia?
She's always been using it. She don't take medicine. She use herbal stuff for pain.
Oh, you saying she been using it in Russia and they just now just like, hey, let's go and get her.
Why would I all of a sudden be comfortable by bringing it now? I've been bringing it. I guarantee.
I don't know how they found it. I don't know, bro.
Okay. Well, she been sneaking it in there, and Russia's been jammed. TSA is tight everywhere. Why now? It's political. Think about that. You think she? If you're brave enough to bring it that one time, you've been bringing it.
That's true.
Oh, you just haven't got caught.
That's why it was so mind-boggling to me for her to do that. I'm like, why is she so?
She's comfortable.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then she said y'all never had a problem with this before,
right?
But she didn't say that.
It ain't that easy, bro. It's political. It don't matter what she say.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It don't matter what she say.
I would have said it. I was like, bro, I've been doing this. What y'all talking about?
Have you heard her
speak? Let me in here. Y'all knew what I've been doing.
Have you heard her speak?
Yeah, well, on Yahoo a couple times.
Okay,
Yahoo
let me tell you something, man. She's in a foreign country with people listening to her speak. They threatening her life. They don't tell her what she's been through. She's saying what they want her to say. There's nobody there with her right now that she's familiar with, that she knows, that can protect her from anything. You just better go along with what they tell you to say. Yep. So yeah, she's singing like a canary bird. She ain't over there like she's not talking like a free American. She's not in America. She's a prisoner.
Well, I hope them 9 years don't be long. I hope they shorten it.
Nah, bro, they're not gonna. She's not gonna do 9 years. She'll be back.
I don't think I'm gonna do 9 years, but I hope them other Americans that are caught up in Russia too get freed instead of just BG too. Cause they have families also.
Ain't gonna happen, bro. We done killed another terrorist who was already dead. We done brought him back and killed him again. So nah, America.
All right, guys. We getting close to the end of the show. Anything else y'all want to bring up?
Nah, man, this was a good one.
Yeah. We got a lot of things off our chest right before the NFL preseason games. So it's gonna be a hot season for
Hey,
sure.
I do want to say this before I get off the show. Let's put a meal on it since you like eating. Since you taking meals off people.
Yeah, I'm just Deeboing over here.
Yeah. So here's the bet right here on VOF right now.
Okay.
Trey Lance. If he's trash all season, if he's the trash you say he is, the throwing most, that means he's gonna be trash all season. I mean, the 49ers won't make the playoffs, they're gonna be trash. This is the thing. The 49ers don't make the playoffs this year, and he sucks. I got a meal. You got a meal coming your way. Wherever you want to go.
I don't know. I think let me think about the 49ers not making the playoffs.
Nah,
I feel like they probably make the playoffs.
bitches ain't
That's a little
with
bit
us,
far fetched now. I think they can make the
nah,
playoffs
bro.
despite a quarterback.
What? Wait a minute. I said this, Tyler. I said this.
What?
Wait a minute.
But
I said,
you still back at square one. You
just said you think the 49ers can make the...
is doing the same thing over and over. Y'all basically just swapping out quarterbacks that not gonna make a difference. That's what I don't understand. Like, why
That's
y'all
what he was trying to tell you.
Oh my God.
I'm saying though, no, but I'm saying that Trey Lance could be worse.
How?
But it could be. It's very possible. How you seen Vince Young?
Bro, what's worse?
Very possible.
What's worse than a Super Bowl trip and an NFC Championship trip?
Not going there again. At least you went there with Jimmy G. How about not making that ever with Lance?
Okay, but that's why you need to put your money where your mouth is. Put your
we need to do Trey Lance stats. Trey Lance stats.
No.
What do you mean?
Okay,
no?
So
is Trey Lance going? How many touchdowns he gonna throw for? All right, we'll do a touchdown to interception ratio.
Okay.
All right, I say he probably not gonna throw a lot, so I say at least I say about 12. I say about 14
Hold on, bro.
interceptions.
How many?
14.
And Matthew Stafford led the league with 19.
Yes, he's going.
And there were other rookies playing last year that didn't throw. Okay,
14 interceptions and 28 touchdowns.
Nah, bro. Hey, I ain't doing the stats. I want trash is trash. I don't care nothing about the stats. We don't make the playoffs, then that means he was trash.
All right, let's go with that then. All right, Tyler owed me one, so if I lose this, I'm like, Tyler, pay for RC's meal.
Look,
hey, you talking cash money too, boy.
So you said Jimmy Garoppolo in 2019 was 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Last year he was 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So you saying he gonna be better than Jimmy with the 28, right?
28 touchdowns with 14 interceptions.
Okay, so check this out. Here's the bet. If we make the playoffs, then because we do stats. Let's say for instance.
No. Hold on, RC. No, I just thought about this. Hold on. You had to win the division. So what's bet on that?
Yeah, I bet on that. I'm cool.
All right, bet.
I'm cool. I'm taking. Okay.
I love feeding me.
Okay, listen. Okay, wait. But you said this, and I want to hold out because this is recorded, right?
All right, we'll make this double right here. All right, I win the bet if the 49ers doesn't win the division and they don't make the playoffs. So I have to get both of those in order to win the bet.
Skip. Come on, Skip. That's two different bets, Skip. Wait. You're not gonna play me.
That's just giving you an out.
You're not going to play me.
If one of those two things going to happen.
It's the playoffs because this is what you got to understand. So if my guys, we know the 49ers get injured. If they have, let's say 7 guys get injured, I'm not counting. I'm saying the playoff. I'm taking the playoff. Forget the division because that could go either or with the injuries. I'm just talking about the playoff. That means he was good enough. Huh?
All right.
Take that. Take it or leave it.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Put some dew on it, Skip.
I take it. What I've been on the hot streak lately. All right, okay. So 49ers don't make the playoffs.
Okay.
What's today's date?
Hey, Tyler. He said, "Hey, they made the playoffs. without a quarterback. So I can't really say he basically was just making my case. Why I love him.
was
He had to catch himself.
I'll put things in perspective for you that it gonna go worse. He could possibly be Vince Young, and we know how that turned out.
Oh, that wouldn't be. That's for another show. We need to do a show about buzz quarterbacks and really break it down. So we can, because it really, you getting drafted high, you going to a trash team. So let's break that down. But he ain't coming to a trash team. He coming to a team that's ready to win. So
All right, we gonna see.
don't make the playoffs. You get to go eat anywhere you want to eat. If I make the playoffs, you can't take me to Arby's.
I got you. So I got a meal from Dustin and a meal from Tyler. So I'm about to have another meal from Mark.
When is the draft, man?
That's wild.
We got the draft coming up. When is the draft?
Talking about the fantasy draft.
Yeah.
It's the September.
Dang.
Yeah, I like to do a week before the season start.
Hey, and I want y'all to know when this drafting stuff, I do not pick my players. So y'all can have the 9 players. It never works out for me. So
You can pick Marcy. It's gonna be different.
I will not take Deebo Samuels. I have to watch Deebo Samuels play every week. I can't do it. I go crazy. So no.
Yeah, our fantasy draft is the second. No, it's the third. So it's gonna be on a Saturday.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We out here.
All right, bro.
Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Like and subscribe to our social media accounts. They will be located in the show notes. Also, we have a merchandise store now. Check it out on podsquadinc.com. Thank you guys for the love and support. We out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.